Hi guys, it's been a while. Well, quite a lot. And I want to say my apologies why I hadn't made any videos very recently. So I'll tell you what the heck is going on and lots been changes and I'm not sure it'll be hard to make an explanation like why it why in the world I didn't make videos recently. So I'll tell you why. And not sure where to start. It happens about 2 weeks, I think. And sometimes I've been dealing with kind of issues with my gaming PCs and all that. By the time it happens, it's like when I told them back then, like asking me like what's going on, and saying nothing. It just the recording just somehow like instantly stops, or more likely got disconnected from the USB 3.0 port, like I told you before back then. And then he told me like, well, why not just like ask them? They can make you a new gaming PC for you. I was like, okay, but are you really sure about this? And they did. And by the time I got home from work and then talked things out, and my sisters, which more likely the person who made the gaming PCs right there is it's my sister's boyfriend. Think when you call it so. Well, my sister have a boyfriend. That's what I'm trying to say. This, but he makes the gaming PCs for himself, and more likely this is like it make astonishing to say this. Like I did not know how in the world to make this much, but I don't do much. I don't actually build it myself. Really, it's not in my intention at all. But the thing is, it's like I always like this for almost like 5 years. Like before it happens, when I try to find the right PC, it's just like very powerful one. Hopefully, it gets something like very cheap as such, and more likely it just like the only thing I have. But it's also likely it's like my own life, to say the least. And I would say it's all the hard work and stuff and everything. It's just like I never let this whole thing go. So, anyways, but we talked this out and asking me saying like we would like to make you your new gaming PCs. It was just like I have no other choice, am I? Because the thing is, the hard drives, which most likely were all the storage I kept it into it, like mostly some of those games, there's like softwares and all this kind of stuff that I still been kept it over all these years. Like, it's like a way to, I don't know how to say this. It's like I still kept them many times, but it always has been. I still have two, like one for the main, and as for the other, this is for the backup one, which is 2 terabytes, which is like bigger storage. Because I kept storing in there for all those games that I kept in there, and make sure I have enough room for it for the main ones. So I'm not dealing with this. Sometimes I get like new games. So I play this on the Steam. I sometimes use download it on the backup one, because it's way easier instead of go for the main one. Because I just need some rooms, but at least it's okay as much. But I'll tell you that for later on. So, anyways, and we talked things out for a bit, and then the next thing happens, and when her boyfriend came in and discuss about my new gaming PCs. Which, that's one thing for sure. There's like, when you find good parts, is like mostly stuff to do from the graphics cards, the motherboard, some power supplies, and what else is this? I think it's something to do for this RAM. I think it's something to do with RAM. Like maybe something to do with like better speed process or anything, that kind of stuff. And I also need like a new case as well. Like okay, we have enough of this. So yeah. But it leads to almost like, I'm not sure how much the total amount of this, about like $1,400 to get all these parts. I was like, God, I wish I would return the favor on us, but it's like, no, we got this. Like, you don't have to pay it for them or pay for us, but we give you something to you. Like, okay. But anyways, so we had to wait for a bit for the parts to comes in. For like, I still make videos, so I can still do that until it happens. If I got the parts, I think it's around like on Fridays. I think on last Fridays to say at least. And they had to work things out with between my sisters and her boyfriend to get these parts into it, like connected to it, and to where it goes, and more likely it do adjustment, like trying to make sure everything's all smooth, how much speed it takes to for the computers to don't run really low as such, and more likely to see how the graphics cards or how does the resolution of the screen works out exactly. But anyways, and by the time they finish it and decided to transfer it, all my hard drives, which is 2 hard drives, into new ones. And then we're trying to test them out, and for some reason, well, it didn't show on the screen or anything. Like, they tried this like many times. Like, I thought for sure it would work, but they have found out the problem. The problem about that is the motherboard itself. Which, on the other hand, I had something to do for something got like loose or got almost like scraped it off a bit from the motherboard itself. Like, it came from in the delivery. Like, how the heck did it broke like that from the motherboard? It was just like talking to like why the motherboard just got really messed up or anything. So they had to get like another one, the new fresh one. And hopefully they're not even broken or anything. So we had to wait for a bit. I think it's around like 2 days until it happens. And yeah, and then they finally got another motherboard come back again, and then we had to see to test them out again. And back to transferring all my hard drives into here, and then more likely is to see if the magic works. It's supposed to be showing the light on the LEDs on the top, which I'm not gonna show you what it is exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure I show you on Twitter that I got a new gaming PC myself. You can see the comparison of how my new gaming PC would be like. I'm just gonna show you, oh, not something like this, but I'll tell you later on about this. What comes happen with all these new gaming PCs. Anyways, they're trying to find a way to set it up for my. I was wanting. They asked me for a suggestion about putting all the new ones as a main, because I still have 2 from the one I got, the main one and the backup one, but they want to like get rid of from the old mains hard drives into the newer one with the higher speed and improvement of the performance. But the problem about that is it's about transferring to the one data after another, because it takes me a lot of times to try to sort things out for like what to keep or whatnot. And some of the softwares to keep, like from the Steam, for example, like if you have a Steam cloud that you have, I'm not sure how that does work exactly. It didn't gone forever for unless it has to do with you have a account, or as long as like you didn't lose all your data, like your save file games and entire games that you still have that already purchased, and yeah, that's all this. But some of them, if you have like a free software one, I don't think you're able to get back to it. So I'll tell you later on. So they talked me out of it, and I keep saying this many times, like I want to keep it. And so it just keep pushing me harder, saying like with the new hard drive, it gives something really powerful improvements of performance in that way. But the thing is, I just don't want to lose on all of it. So they just asked me like, or telling me to like try sort things out for all the files that you want to keep and put it on the backup one, because I gotta like still have enough space from the 2 terabytes backup ones, and I just like go along with it, like okay, I'll just do it, and I just find a way like where to keep or something. But on the other hand, I didn't even think this through. Like I still had to keep one of those files or one of those projects that I hold that I want to keep the most of it. And sometimes I want to keep most of the pictures that I still have all these years, and I still have some of those of my projects and my possessions that I wanted to get with this. I don't really care about those old clip videos or something that it didn't really matter at most. So yeah. Anyway, after trying to sort everything out of it, all these data, so what to keep putting in into the backup ones, and asking saying like, okay, I'm all done and ready to do like to modify something, and then I didn't even notice for some reason I wasn't thinking about this through. By the time it happens, then going into like changing it into the main ones, but it just like wiped it out from the old main hard drives itself, and put this from the new hard drives to become as a main. In other words, this is gonna be for new ones. All the things that I have in my possession are completely gone, out of the existence forever. So yeah, everything's all gone. It's like I still kept from the backup ones. I still have the videos I still kept in my possession all these years. I still had the pictures, like some of the thumbnails and some of those pictures, like from the website itself. And I still got some of the projects, like some are from the Audacities, some of them from the Photoshops, and some of them were like a Sony Vegas one. But problem about that, the softwares are completely gone. Quite literally. So yeah, I wasn't even thinking this through. I should have like kept it. I still not sure how am I supposed to like kept it exactly. I should like go to like on the Windows, move it into the software that I can want to keep, and put it into the backup one, so I don't have to lose all of it. But yeah, so we had to. Well, more likely is to check to see how it goes and everything, and also more likely to some amazing stuff is going on. It's like, for the graphics card, I got the GeForce RTX. I'm not sure what the prototype it is. Let me look them up. I'm not sure if you can find some computer science or anywhere. I mean, it's been a while. I haven't seen how this one goes. Okay, I'm not sure if this actually applies a motherboard and anything. I got the I don't remember what it was. The graphic cards I got is Nvidia GeForce RTX 2060. Apparently, that for sure the one that like ordered or they ordered from me. It's supposed to be giving you a big one, but decided to change up a bit, and it was like one of my sisters. So yeah, that kind of thing. And I'm not sure where the motherboard exactly. I think it's something to do for like the Republic of Gaming or something, that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's all I could think about. But yeah, this is like the only way to make this so all the resolutions are really better. Like if I want to play any kind of multiplayer games, and sometimes you want to do it for 60 FPS, that's the only solution it gets. Like if you ever play Minecraft multiplayer games, like if you want to get this like 60 FPS, it might be a thing, and hope sure not get lag involved, and that's the only way to get this much. And not only that, there are like many things that involve us. Like with this, I can able to get some of those like any VR headsets I can able to connect it onto the PC, which I didn't even realize something that I'm not sure how I'm able to connect the if I have a VR headset. But the thing is, it's like either I do this wirelessly or I need to like connect it on the PC. I've been having a hard time to. Well, I was thinking myself, I want to try something like if I want to get a VR headset, like for example, they call it the Meta Quest 2, which is sound like whatever it is because they changed the actually what they call it back then, and I want to set them up for put it in the PCs. But the thing is, I've been searching around everything on the internet and everything of how you do it or something. But sometimes it has something to do for like you need some kind of like a certain special cable to connect your VR headset into the gaming PCs or any kind of such. And I'm not sure how this gonna work things out exactly, But the problem about that, the price, it's not that gonna be easy because the price is so expensive. If you try and buy Meta Quest 2, it's gonna be about like, well, what if you want this get like a bigger storage one, like 256 gigabytes, or more likely to get like a better resolution or something. But that's the only thing I could think of. But sometimes if you get comes with like cables altogether as such, but well, it makes it like the cost of it get really high as such. So yeah, that's been having to deal with this. But anyway, enough about that. Back in the matters of the hard drives and all this, I had to try to look back again and search them up to the website again and trying to get it back at how it used to be. And you're like trying to find Google Chrome, I try to find Steam, and then I trying to find my software that I use to make videos and that kind of such. And I found the OBS Studios, which is surprising enough it was still there around here. And of course, now they got an update again, but today, recently, when I was about to do recording and everything. And also, I had to get back in my Elgato's Game Catcher HD softwares as well, and trying to get back to it. And also, I need to try to return it back into Discord as well. And I just having a hard time, like, I forgot what the password it is exactly, or what did I do to sign in? I just forgot. And more likely, I tried to, well, trying to finally get some of like back into all the editing softwares and everything. Like I used Sony Vegas, and apart about that, like trying to insert a disc into here, but there's no disc reader. Until I realized there's no disc readers in here. Like, why? I didn't even realize for some reason. I didn't even mention for this for a very long time. I mean, what's the point about like if you try and use the disc that I have for, I'm not sure how much it costs. It's about almost like $500 because sometimes I don't want to like get to those like a monthly things. Just like you have to pay this for every month, which that's gonna be sucks for sure. But like if you want to get like an actual full version with involves like subscription and everything, you have to pay it big, like literally big. And so they're having a hard time dealing with this kind of situation. And the one that just helped me out is like one of my sister's boyfriend, like I said before, and trying to get the thing to have. He said he got something. He got his own Photoshop with. But I'm not sure how he got the Photoshop back then, and it's a different kind of version. So surprising enough it is, I'm not sure how he got that still in position, and we still have a hard time like how to try to, extract them. To say the least, like trying to extract the files, trying to set them up and everything, that kind of stuff. So my Photoshop is finally got a new upgrade, but the editing software itself, that's the one big issues, because I have Sony Vegas 11 back then, and they're trying to extract them all. But the problem about that is just very, very complicated. Like it didn't allow to connect it, or for some reason I'm not sure why. But the thing is like it wouldn't even like do something for it, unless I had to do it for like need some kind of like a product code and everything. Because I don't want to have product code myself, and I'm not sure why or how in the world this happens. But in the end, I won't be able to get to like Sony Vegas Pro 11 anymore. I won't be able to get that back. So they trying to help me find a better, good editing software for making this video as such. And I never tried it back then. And they found the interesting software. They only gave up for free, which I hope it would stay for free or something. If not, then screw me over. But anyways, they got me a new editing software called DaVinci's Resolve. I never use it myself. I mean, by the time all the setups are done, I check them out and see how it works. It's literally something. Even all the settings, the buttons, and how the control works exactly, I'm having a hard time as well. Which, that's what's gonna happen by the time when I'm making this video. It's gonna be slightly different as such. But the problem about this, they don't have some kind of features that wants to compare to Sony Vegas. Like, one of these things are like the audio cues or some of those try and get like volume up and low for something, but the only thing you do is just like high pitch the waves of everything, because for the middle you can stay is only a normal volume. If you go high up, you get like a high volume. But anyways, but there's no like screen changing as such. There's no way. I'm not sure how you change the screen for something like if I'm making this two recording videos, like one for Facecam and one for the PlayStation 4 gameplay footage. And I want to get my Facecam to like move in this directions. But the problem about that is like I'm not sure how you change the resolution of the screen of the videos. I try and look into it, but I'm not sure what it is. And this is some kind of like a trick of how you even move the screen. So I need to look at my hard time to by the time happens. And also, now you mentioned this, I had to try and get like a new monitor because I usually have dual monitors back then. I used the old monitors. I still connected to it, but on the other hand, it's like a good thing to do because you get to use your recording software is done here, so you won't get like disturbed and everything. Sometimes we had to look into it like recordings is still there or not. That's the one big issue that I get like look back into it. That's why I had to use like dual monitors. It's really easier to see if the recording is really okay as such, and hopefully nothing bad is gonna happen. On the other hand, it's how it changes. Some is very good as such. I'm even trying to test them out to play some other games as well. And on the other hand of all this is Minecraft. And the Minecraft does not completely get destroyed. Which literally, all the data are completely wiped out. But the count is still okay. But then the whole thing itself, like, there's no save files in my possession. It's literally just gone. So I replay them all, and I was really impressive how this stuff works. And how this 60 FPS things out really smooth the games and everything. I never tried out to like doing the game footage myself, but this could be for in the near future as such. Like maybe there's something change up for a bit. Sometimes the old thing's completely gone, including all the items that have the events back then are completely gone, which kind of really sucks. But well, would that mean matter anymore? Because I haven't been playing Minecraft for a very long time since. But I'm not sure there's still something changes or anything, or any new updates or any new features going to have in the near future. I had no idea. But anyways, and also some of the other softwares involved with is Source Filmmaker. And some of the projects are completely gone. But at least the workshop subscribed items are still there, looking if it is. I finally got like to re-download it and everything, and I had to look back to the other games as well to see if the save files are still okay as such. They're all good. Like it's still there, as I said before. Like everything's very okay. The like whole things weren't gone, so I believe in them. And what else is there? Oh yeah, speaking of which, about the project that I'm having for my birthday's on October 7th, which is on Friday. It's going to have to be delayed a lot. I'm not saying I'm not gonna cancel anything at all. The thing is that I won't be able to make it because, as I said before, I don't have Sony Vegas Pro 11. So I can't use this because it's way easier to mix such. And this is a trick from the DaVinci Resolve. Maybe I can keep the DaVinci itself. But on the other hand, I won't be able to do something at the matter of time. I want to say apologies, and I won't be able to make some videos for my October 7th birthdays videos or something like that. Yeah, I won't be able to do something for a bit, but I'm really going to be really busy on all sorts of things I have to deal with this kind of situation. And yeah, so I'm having a hard time to deal with this kind of situation. And I can't do anything for that. And sometimes I have to find the pictures, and that's one thing to do. But it's almost like it's a little bit progress. Like I finished the audios are done. I finished the pictures are done. The only thing is missing the finishing touches is some of those the backgrounds changes and everything, and most likely some of those like character sprites, for example, like need some like expression like happy, sad, angry, or shocking, or surprise, that kind of thing. And I'm not sure when does it take it exactly. Sadly, what happened is like I won't be able to finish it on time, or if there's any plans that we're having on my birthday as such. I have no idea. I haven't had a busy day in my life, and I will be able to do something to, like, hang out with my friends, or more likely is to enjoy themselves or something. Whatever it is, I don't really don't care. I don't really not know anymore. It's just how it is. So yeah, but sometimes old stuff literally had to let this whole thing go as when we get this new generation comes out. And more likely, maybe there's gonna be some big changes around here for this channel. Like, maybe it's gonna get like a new gameplays or something, or something like that. But I'm okay. If you're curious to know like why I hadn't made videos back then, it really complicated as such. But yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be able to make or continue on making videos back then, because by the time that I finish this video, and I need to like figure out like how you even set things up right. But the only thing that I can do is, well, I need to wait for my another monitors comes up, because I don't want to like trying to look back into my recording softwares and see if it's okay as such, but it's really complicated and it's really hard to get things through. So I'm gonna wait for a bit until I get my new monitor coming back, and then hopefully, if I hook them up right, if might be possible if they allow me to. So not telling when that's gonna happen. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna tell you what's been going on and give you a big heads up in the updates of what's going on, why I wasn't very inactive as such. So I really hope you understand all these videos. You made it to the end of it. I'm not sure how long it will last exactly, but it's the new changes to say the least. But and more likely, there's gonna be some kind of like maybe more new changes coming on if the next year comes up, which is gonna be really something big. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, if you like, well, I'm not sure how you can say this, but don't forget to hit that like this video if you really like this video that much. Well, I'm not sure if it touched you or anything or something. Also, if you want to see more stuff I have in store for you, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you really want to. Its choice is up to you. I am not forcing into it. So anyways, till then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!